Hello, welcome back. In the last video, my rubbish monarch finally decided to kick the bucket, and that allowed his heir to take over, who has admin 4 level. And that also meant that I could westernize once I got my stability up to level 3, which I happened to do. I managed to spend all of my admin monarch points on techs as well, and even build a few buildings before westernizing and getting minus 100 for all of these. So we're currently in the process of westernization, so I'm going to have to be getting my admin levels up as quick as I can. We've got a couple of rebellions going on, and I've got a diplomat that I should use. I think I'm actually going to claim this province here of Gen. I'm not sure if I can basically vassalize them in one go, so I probably should have a couple of provinces that I can take off them when we go to war next. But I'm going to be going to war against the Kongo very soon once our colony is done in Gabon. I've also started to vassalize the Hausa as well, and I'm waiting on this fleet to repair before sending them back towards Brazil. I may even actually start to colonize part of Brazil, although I don't really want to, but if I don't at this stage, I think Spain or Castile is going to nick it all. I'm not going to be able to have a decent port over here to explore and colonize the rest of it. Right, so we've fought off those natives. Alright, so still waiting on over here. Right, could speed the time up a bit actually. Right, so we've engaged the enemy in Fagug. So there's more noble rebellions up there. There shouldn't be a problem. Right. It's a bit weird noise effect on speed 5. Right, so they're all dead or wiped out. We've got a couple of rebellions in our old Yolof territory. But apart from that, I haven't got any rebellions yet, which is really lucky. For stability, I need 290, so I have to keep aware of that. Right, so these ships, are they done yet? Yes, they are. So I'll send these back over to do some exploring. Okay. Right, loot has run out. They've arrived in the coast of Recife, so they can start patrolling. Right, so we found Sao Tome. Is that in range of colonizing? Yes, it is. So we've got a few places I can colonize. I probably want to colonize the one that is furthest away from Castile. I think the next tech for colonizing range is level 7, so that would actually increase it by quite a bit, but we're a couple away from that. But our tech costs are a lot cheaper now that we've started the process of westernizing. Right, so in a Congo found, so that's more wasteland, we can't colonize, so don't really need to know much about that. Okay, Bahia. Right, so they've colonized that as well. Doing a pretty good job of colonizing so far. Still have. There's not many natives down here, so probably will have to stick maybe a couple of units to protect these areas, but not much more than that. So militarily, how are we doing? I can actually increase my military by quite a bit at the moment. Maybe I should do. Yeah, my money's a bit low, so I'm gonna wait on that perhaps. I actually need a bit of manpower. Right, so anyway, these can continue to explore. Okay, colony self-sustaining in Gabon, which is brilliant. That actually means I should probably start a war now. There is a risk that they might join in a coalition after I've... Basically, I want this territory here. Then I'll conquer the rest of them after I've made claims on their territory. But I want to come down here to colonize more and have easy access, basically, so I don't need a fleet to do it. Right, so we have to get this guy back. It's 58%. Maybe I should... Yeah, I think I'll have to wait until that's done, and then I'll declare war. Right, so over here. Okay, so they've reached Wolof. I think I'm gonna have to go back here. Don't want to risk it. Okay. And right. The AI keeps on lifting these embargoes and then immediately putting them back in place. That's probably some sort of bug, I think. Right, so merchants resist westernization. Minus 100 diplomatic power. And the merchants leave their position. So it's Ivory Coast and Timbuktu. Right. Okay. Right, so diplomat is back from Timbuktu. So I'll send him back there straight away if I can. So where is Timbuktu? Right, over here. Okay. And that one. It's actually quite wealthy now, Timbuktu. Not really sure how, but must be trade in these areas. The African nations are getting things built there, maybe. Not sure. Right, so 16 days for Ivory Coast. So Bomi is now a core. Right, I've actually finished here, haven't I? I can colonize somewhere. So where do I want to colonize? Should I send one here now? It's 230 away. I think I'm going to wait a tiny bit. I want to be as far away from Castile as possible because it's going to cause border friction otherwise. And there might be one I can colonize down here. Right, so these are actually done now, so I can send them back down here. Okay. Not fully westernized yet, so I definitely don't want to be getting in another war with them until I've got western troops at least. And a similar military attack level. Right, merchant has arrived from Ivory Coast, so you can go back there. It's a bit silly these merchant things return, and it's just annoying. I'd rather they did something else than do this, like maybe just a minus in these regions for a certain amount of time instead. Right, so okay, we've actually found a Brazilian trade node as well. So they are sending money to the Ivory Coast. The only route it can take is actually to the Ivory Coast. I think it represents the trade triangle or something in the Caribbean, Brazil, and Ivory Coast that happened in real life. Right, so where my fleet gone to? Right here, okay. Right, so claim has been fabricated. Right, so I'm going to be declaring war in 35 days, hopefully. Right, so found Todos Santos Bay. Put them back on patrol. Casus Belli, so they've been embargoed by Portugal again. No doubt they'll remove it in a bit though. Manpower, I can probably take off this now. Don't need it on. Probably could have done that a while ago actually. Oh, I haven't said that I'm going to war in a month, so I'll keep it on. Probably won't even need it on to actually defeat them, but just in case. Right, so diplomat has arrived, so I shall now be declaring war. Oh, I can't declare war because of stability. I hadn't realised that. So it's actually going to be a while then. I need 290 to increase my stability. Right, so diplomat, I can send him to someone else. Send it to Mali, try and get rid of their outrage status. What are Castile like now? Allied to rival. I think that's new. That didn't exist. So probably Algiers or Mamluks, right? So that's not good. That increases the chance of war. Right, diplomat to here though. And right, just exploring here. Right, we're up to 5% attrition, so probably not about 10. I might send it back. Right, Espirito Santo. That's 227 away. That's 230. So I might be able to colonize this when I find it. It might be just in range, and that's where I'm gonna send someone. Should it be so? Right, so Vicente. That is 291 distance away, so I can't colonize that one basically. I might be able to colonize this one though. I think it's more than likely going to be Sao Tome that I colonize though. Rio, oh, we found Rio. That should be quite expensive maybe. Well, tax base 2, that's 288. Right, so I think it's safe to assume that that is not going to be nearer than that. So I'm going to colonize Sao Tome. And yeah, I'll do that now. How much attrition is this? Right, I'll keep it moving for now. Arguably I won't need to stick units over here. It's unlikely they're attacked, and I'm not sure they'd wipe it out if it's successful. Right? Okay, I think I'm actually going to leave it and see if it is wiped out. Right, yeah, these can explore still. Right, it's up to 11%. I'm going to send it back before I lose it. Stop patrol. We're up to 210, so still a bit away from what I want. Right, so we found grain in Borgu. And that is repairing. Okay. Sao Tome is colonized successfully. Brilliant. Also something I don't think I've mentioned before as well. You see the population for a settler. I think the base amount is 30, and then you basically get a percentage chance of getting 30 extra population every month. So you can see there, over the course of a year, this colony will increase by an average of 88.2 people per year, based on this percentage and a base of 30 people. So that's how it basically figures it out, it seems to be. Right, so here it's still repairing. Hopefully Castile stop colonizing down this direction, but I assume they're going to continue, and that could cause problems. Right. Right, government officials. Right, we've got 2. Lose 100 diplomatic power. So actually, it seems you can't get more than minus 100. As long as we don't get events for minus admin power, it doesn't. Well, it does matter, but not crazy amount. Right, so I'm going to have to lose ducats. I'm not actually sure what happens if you take the loss of stability when you're at minus 3. Does anything happen at all? I'm actually going to try it. Hopefully it doesn't take my admin. Right, so nothing happens. Right, so that was well worth doing then. I think there was an event before where I could have lost stability. I should have taken it then as well. Right. Oh, these are back. So I'm going to actually go this direction this time. Okay. Right, Savoy annex Corsica. Right, loads of things happen then. Portugal. Right, Spain have inherited Aragon, and Portugal have immediately broken alliance, which is It's not good that they've inherited, but that was inevitable. But it's really great that they're no longer in an alliance. Looks like England lost the war at some point against Scotland again, so they've lost even more territory. Right, so I'm not I bet this doesn't happen in many games. Right, so Spain are now allied to Scotland and Tuscany, and Portugal are allied to Brittany. So actually, me declaring war at Portugal is becoming more realistic now. I'd like to take back this territory and some of these islands, definitely, and even attacking the Caribbean at some stage. So that's something I'm going to be considering in probably be a while yet. I probably want to take the Congo and Mali and Songhai because I want to get rid of coalitions. Right, so right, these are exploring. They can go there, and still waiting on 290. Actually, I need to check the time a second. Okay, right, and pause. Right, so we've discovered Guyana, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be colonizing up here. I'll probably concentrate on the south of America, south of America. Right, so Demonara, that is actually out of distance for us, as we can't colonize here anyway yet. Yeah, I think I'll try and discover these ones though before returning. Right. Right, so Spain and Portugal sadly are straight back into an alliance. Capital is now Madrid. Not sure if that's part of a event to do that. It might be. Probably is. Right, so keep an eye on that as well. I'm not even going to try and... Well, go on then. Taku Yelandia. Right, I wasn't going to try to pronounce it, but how's that? Taku. Right. So that's out of range as well. There's not much point in me exploring more up here, actually, at the moment. Just be helping out other Western nations. If I discover stuff for them in 50 years' time. Right, so send that back. And, right. 270, 282, so next month I can declare war. We found Ouagadougou, which no doubt has natives. And I think I mentioned before, I'm not going to wipe these out now. I'll just colonize inland provinces when I've run out of other places to colonize. So just concentrate on the coast. Okay. Found we've got a core province in Gabon. More ivory down there. I could definitely be send a merchant down here because there's so little power. I could even send some barks down here. I have to consider doing that instead of maybe this one. 0.17 I'm getting for that. Alright, I've had my maintenance on for ages. I should have taken that off. Right, take this off patrol as well. Okay, so Cape Verde, they're going to be covering. Right, we've got 290, so I can finally get my stability up. Takes a long time to westernize. Actually, in my trial game, I'd finished westernizing in 1527. The monarchs in this game have just been so bad, that's why it's taken so long. Also, I'd completed the whole of the exploration tree as well, which really demonstrates how bad they've been. Right, so... War? Oh, I haven't got my diplomat back. Right, get that back from Mali. So another 36 days. Okay. Right, bringing in magical women. So Borgu has got more colonists. Diplomat has returned from Mali. Right, so finally war. Right. Declare war. Show superiority. So it's 50% aggressive expansion on claims or on taking any of the provinces. No allies. nuclear war. Right, our vassal joins in. These can enter into Luango. I'll put the speed down for a bit. How long have these got to repair? A few months maybe. There's a fleet there. Kongo fleet, so we should go and engage. I can bring them down to Luango to blockade. Right. Right, so they've reached Gulf of Nigeria. So we've reached Luango. They're under siege. I've no idea how much. They've actually got 13,000, so I should probably go and find them before I detach sieges, maybe. Okay, there's no missions or anything now, are there? Take Messina, colonize Luanda. Could take the colonize Luanda. I'm going to be doing that relatively soon. What will that give me? I probably want to get missions that give me extra admin power. So I might actually wait and not take the Luanda one at the moment. Right. Right, they've put their navy back into port, which is a good idea. That's recovering. Okay. Are these suffering attrition? Maybe in a bit. Okay. Oh, they built a unit in Luango and I've destroyed that. Alright, we found their military. Need to take Luango. Well, we're not going to lose this war, but normally you'd want to take the province. Actually, I didn't claim a province, did I? Because I used the superiority casus belli. Right, so we've discovered something or other. Gonna destroy that one before moving back here. Well, we're actually moving into our. Guess I should go and help out the Hausa. Right, so diplomat is back. I'll stick that in the Mali for a bit. Okay. And this fleet can do some more exploring. I might as well find I think I'll just keep them there. Or send them to the Ivory Coast and do some trade in there. Right, protect trade. I'll actually do. I'll do Sevilla with these. I think I've done all the exploring I need to really with them. Okay. That leader doesn't have any maneuver bonuses as well, so it's not really important to have him in my main trade fleet. Right. Right, so we've actually engaged them, and our vassal's going to come and help. Okay, so we've won that. We can stay there. I'll detach a siege. Oops. We can move there. Mamluks have declared war on Byzantium, so they're probably going after Cyprus. Okay. The siege as well. Right, I'll wipe them out and then detach sieges. Okay, I don't think I've wiped them out actually. Right, so come back there. Right, finally wiped out. Detach. Right, nobles resist westernization. Right, so I can't take the stability hits anymore. I need to get it up. So 9 noble regiments and a loss of 100 military power, and they're rebelling in Tangiers. Okay, so I've got my one army over here. When I'm actually starting to earn some money again, wow, look at that fleet. I'm gonna recruit some more units. Okay. How much are we losing a month? I could have taken spent military power on war taxes, but seems like a waste of military points to me. Right. Okay, they're under siege. Should probably... do they have any military? 1,000. Right, so I'll send these here before I detach. Okay, just built a unit, but it looks clean, so I'll move the unit. So one there. Right, the Luanga's done. These ones can move to Congo then. Navy's under attack, so they had to come out of their port basically because we took their province. Engage enemy, new exploits for Ndongo. That siege is also over. I should probably get my diplomat back, gonna need him. I only want one province here because the admin costs are going to be expensive unless I get claims on these, basically. Certainly don't want to be spending admin in the middle of westernizing, really. Right, so looks like I'm not sure if I destroyed those or what then. Right, so this can turn to port. Their army's been destroyed, so it's just sieging now. Okay, we've reached Luango. Oh, I've got a loan due. I've forgotten all about those. Right, I'll repay one then. Now, arguably, I could wait until I've got my money back, but I think it's a bit cheating if you don't react to these events straight away, so I'm going to extend the loan. Should probably force you to do this rather than let you run the time still. Right, so loan repaid, or the army's destroyed. Extend loan. Okay, fortress is under siege. Uh, 6 days I might make peace, depending on if they'll give me up all their gold and trade power. That can be fused. Okay, so peace. Clear offer. I want Luango. I want all your money. I want... I can't release nations even though it... Congo will release Luango as a sovereign state. Ah, so that's a bit weird. I won't be doing that though. I guess I could turn him into a vassal maybe to save on admin costs maybe. So 3, 10, that's quite very expensive for admin. But they are animists, so it's going to be less. Yeah, I think I'll just take Luango. Right, so diplomacy, sue for peace. Luango, all your money. And your trade power. I won't vassalize them. Actually, I think I need to think about this, so I'll take a second. Okay, I think I am actually going to vassalize the Congo after all. The costs that I will incur for taking them normally would be quite high. You can see here they've got Kongo, Umbanza Kongo, which has 10 tax base. It would cost me 200 admin points, or even though it's halved because they're shamanist, there's still a lot of admin points, and at the moment I really need those admin points, so it'd be a bit of a pain. It will cost me a bit extra in diplomatic points because I've got too many relationships, but that's not the end of the world. So right, so I'm going to basically wait until I've taken their territories and then vassalize them. I think that'll be 100% exactly. It means I'm going to miss out a tiny bit on gold that I could have got, but it's not the end of the world. Those admin points are the key things, definitely. Okay. And we've actually lost a core province somehow. We waited too long basically to take it back off Portugal. I thought that was going at the end of the like 1590 or something, but it's gone already. Okay, so we've engaged the enemy at Tangiers as well. So how have they got that? Have they... Right, that's why they've got it basically. They converted it to Portuguese so it went quicker. Right, so kill these off. Right, Siege of Congo is over. Right, so diplomat, clear offer. Right, Moroccan vassal. So we actually get a bit less aggressive expansion as well off that, but it, well, doesn't really matter. I think it might have been a tiny bit less, not sure actually. So I think we get in half anyway. Yeah, but I'm going to vassal these. Right, so send demand. Let's get core up. Let's send. As soon as Borgu's done, I'm gonna colonize Luanda as well. Then basically. Okay. Right, so Congo have accepted vassalization. Right, so I think I'm actually gonna call that an end to the video as well. I'm over half an hour, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do with things then with the Congo. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.